Hello, everyone. This is Sandra. Yeah, today I'm going to talk about being a role model for your children. Being a role model for your children. Yeah, being a role model for your children is important because your children they always look at what you do. They always look at the move that you are making. They always look at the accomplishment you are making. You are having. They will watch every move. When your children are with you, they are watching everything you are doing. So you have to be careful when your children are around, especially when they are little. You know, yeah, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you talk on the phone. They are all looking. You know, yeah. We have some parents. It's like they swear on the phones. When they are on the phone, they are swearing to their friends. The children are looking. The children are really looking. You know, because if your children are in front of you, if your children are around you, I feel like if your children are around you, you should be careful what comes out of your mouth. What comes out of your mouth, because sometimes somebody has upset you, make you so angry, but you don't need to swear in front of your children, because by so doing they will also start swearing to you. They will also start swearing. And when you tell them to stop, say, but mom, you're always swearing, dad, you're always swearing. you know so that's something like that. It's like you should behave in front of your children, so that they can also grow up to be good adults. you know they can grow up to be good adults. We have some parents who smokes in front of their children. They smoke in front of their children. I'm not saying that don't smoke, but at least go out and smoke, because by so doing the child also grow up and start smoking in the house like that. But them, they don't know anything. They are just looking at what you are doing, you know, and your accomplishment that you are making, jobs that you are doing. They are all looking, because I remember some time ago my son told me that, mom, I've met a girl, and he's so happy because the girl is exactly like me. Her character is similar to my character. So he was so happy to tell me that. You know, it's like, because he's looking at what I'm doing, he's looking at my behavior, my character, and he knew that when he showed me the girl, I will not be disappointed. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, especially when you are doing things right, the children also will look at you. So my mom and my dad, this is what they are doing. I'm also going. Some children even copy their parents. Children, especially girls, copy their moms a lot, and dads copy and boys copy their dads. So if you're a mother, you have to know what you are doing so that your child will end up in a good way. You know, if you are somebody who is always going out with a lot of guys. If you're a mother and you're always changing men all the time, your daughter will also end up doing that, because it's saying that, well, if my mom is doing it, then it's also good for me to do it. you know so that's how it is. You should be decent in front of your children. It should be the way you dress, the way, especially girls. Girls always using their mom's makeups. you know so girls, you can see that girls really copying their mom, whatever their mom is doing. It's not all the girls that do that, but majority of girls, they copy their moms. you know and the rest, the boyfriends that they go for, it's all because, oh, my mom is decent. She goes for decent guys, so me too, I'm going for decent guys. So that is how it is. So everything we do, you know, if you're ambitious woman, your child also wants to be ambitious. And even sometimes you end up giving birth to your child as an ambitious person because it's something that is inside you. So if you're ambitious, your child will be ambitious. If you talk well in the house, your child also will talk well to you. If you swear to your child also will swear to you. So that's not a good role model, isn't it? Yeah, so everything you are doing, you know that your child is around. You have to be decent. Don't talk rude to people so that your child also will end up talking rude. The same applies to the fathers. The fathers, you have to be a good role model to your children, to your boys. The fathers that run away from home, the fathers that they can stay in the house and take care of their children. When they have had enough, they run away from the house. You are not giving a good example to your son, to your boys. I'm not saying that if you are not happy in the marriage by force you have to stay in it, but you have to show some good examples so that when your son also grows up, he can also use it for his life. Yeah, everything you are doing, your boys are watching. You understand what I mean? If you are a father and you're always changing girls, your son also will end up doing that. Your son also end up changing, or you are treating women bad. Your son also will treat women bad. I know some men who abuse their women. They abuse their women, and the boys also end up abusing their women when they also grow up. They say, well, my dad used to do it, so me too, I'm doing it. So role model is very important. Whatever we do, you have to know that role models. We have some men. They dress up and they pull their trousers down. You see all their knickers, all their what's their name, all their boxer shorts showing. That's not a good role model, because if you dress like that, your son also will dress like that. Your son will feel like, oh, there's nothing wrong if I wear my trousers and I pull it down for all my boxer shorts to show. There's nothing wrong with it. Because you are already doing, you are the one who brought him to the earth. So if you are dressing like that, then you feel like it's okay for him to dress like that. So that is how it is. A lot of mothers too don't know how to dress. It's like they dress anyhow, and the girls also dress like that. You see a mother and a daughter dressing the same clothes. So who is the mother and who is the daughter? So that is how it is. So we have to bring up our children in a good way so that they can lead their life in future, because whatever you train the child is whatever she will end up with. Because then when they are born, they don't know anything. You are the one teaching them just from an infant. That's where they learn things. Just from a little age, like 2-3 years old, everything you are doing, they are doing it. So that's how it is. So we should be a good role model to our children by doing the right things, by living a decent life, so that they can also lead a decent life. You understand what I mean? So that is how it is. If you are a mother and you are a very ambitious woman, like you always want to do things, your child also will look at us and my mom is ambitious. I also want to be like my mom one day. And if you're a dad, your son also will tell you that. Your son also will look at what you are doing and say, I want to be like my dad. Everything about my dad, I want to be like my dad. So that is how it is. So this is something little I just want to share today. Then what's the name? Be a role model to your children so that they can live a better life. Thank you. Bye.